So we're meeting today, three different countries, three different participants. I am in the United States, and then we have Anna, who is currently in Ukraine, and Kanu, who's currently in Nigeria. And we're conducting, again, we're talking about Creative Society, as we like to do. This is a project, Creative Society is a project on the platform of AllatRa International Public Movement, where we ask everybody in the world what kind of world they'd like to live in. And so today, we're talking, like I said, to Kanu from Nigeria. Kanu, thank you for joining. and, and
Thank you
thank
very much.
And could you please describe for us a society in which you would feel happy? How do you envision that society?
Yeah. You see, sorry, in Nigeria here we have a problem. In Nigeria, well, we are a nation, we are one body, but some kind of difference, discrimination. That's not the type of society I want. I want a society where people see one another as brothers, as sisters, where people share whatever they have, knowledge, you know, uh, whatever they have. People should feel free. It should be an inclusive society where you don't have to struggle. Life should not be just for the powerful. Even the weak should be part of it. Everybody is cared for. Everybody cares for the other. That's the type of society I want. A creative society, a constructive society, not one that is, full of bickering, full of discrimination. You are from this tribe, you are from the. By the way, that's something I like about the international public movement. It doesn't seem there's this denigration of any race, any tribe. Here we talk about tribe. So it's the type of society I want, where everybody we come together, share what we have, and then make the world a better place for all. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. How do you see the education and medicine, like a healthcare, in a creative society? How you can describe how it would be?
Yeah, education, quality education should be something everybody should have access to. Quality education is something that we should be proud of. Like I am a teacher. Uh, my joy is when my students get quality education. But you see, where quality education is only for those that can pay for it, majority don't get it. Then the education means nothing. So I think in a creative society, the type of society I want, there should be quality education, free quality education for all. Because that's only when you have knowledge, then the world can be a better place. You know your role and you know what's expected of you. Then health. Of course, while we still live in the flesh, while we're still in the body, there should be, at least we should be able to have quality, uh, good healthcare program where everybody should have access to good medical health, good medical care, and should enjoy good life. So yeah, these are the things I want for a society of my dream.
Hmm.
May I ask one more question? Because you're a teacher, right? You're like with education. How you see this profession, teacher, in a creative society?
Yeah, the teacher in a creative society is in quotes. I call him a leader, but not the type of leadership where you dominate people by by what you know. No, a facilitator, somebody who facilitates, help to stimulate curiosity and then help people to garner whatever piece of knowledge they have, and then we merge it and then bring out the best from the pupils or from the students. So as a teacher, I see myself also a teacher, a learner. Yeah. Everybody, knowledge is sharing. Yes.
Wow, wonderful. Um, since I know teachers usually don't work, normal hours. They work at night, also grading papers and doing all kinds of things. They work a lot of hours, really. Would you like to live in a peaceful, creative society in which you and each person would work 4 days a week, 4 hours a day, while making enough money to provide for yourself and your family, and receive 2 paid vacations per year and a full package of social security benefits, and have free and high quality healthcare and education? Would you like to live in such a society?
And that is the most beautiful thing that will happen to me. It's a society where work environment, you work 4 days in a week, 4 hours in a day, and you get enough money to care for yourself. I mean, all those social benefits, yeah. And it will give us more time, not just for ourselves, to develop ourselves and then to do some other things. It will be a very beautiful arrangement. Yes.
So out of curiosity, what would you do with the time that would get freed up by this? What would you do in that time?
Yeah, there are community services one can engage in. One can engage in community services. My free time, go out, see what help I can render. You know, yeah, I could use those free time for community service, and then for also like a teacher to go make my researches, and also those holidays, travel around the world and see what it looks like, and yeah.
Maybe you can add something to this list. What Ina just said about 4 days a week, yeah, and 4 hours a day, free education, free healthcare. Maybe you have something to add to this list.
Okay,
That
the list.
should,
Oh yes, yes,
yeah. Oh,
yes.
okay.
I have something to add. Yeah, like one would want not just the work environment to be such that when you make mistakes, people don't just have to punish you unnecessarily. Your mistakes should be corrected with kindness, where we don't have boss who sits to take like a dictator. No, I want a society where everybody sees one another as a partner in progress. A progressive society. That is the type of society that we're talking about. Yes, and then it shouldn't be that one must work like we're saying 4 days a week, 4 days in a week and 4 hours in a day. One shouldn't work the whole day before you can eat. One should be able to, with the minimum effort you have put, it should be appreciation should be your talent, the initiative you have, put into it. The creativity you have brought to work. That is what I think should be appreciated. It's not just all about money. Money is there, but then it's not just all about money. That appreciation of that initiative and talent, yeah, is another thing that I would like in that creative society of my dream and of your dream. Yes.
What do you think? What prevents us from living in a society where everyone would feel happy? What can be done? What can be changed?
Yeah, ignorance, and then apart from ignorance, it all boils down to just this what I call ego. Everybody thinking for himself only, and then we also have a system, society that has placed barriers. You are not allowed to, have access to certain information, certain knowledge that could, make you a better human being. And many of us are really just after pursuit of materialism, material weight, pursuit of ambition, and so these are things we don't even have time to say. Oh, like I grew up a Christian, so the what we learned as children growing up is what you want for yourself, you should also want for your neighbor. Most times we don't want what we want for ourselves for our neighbor, except if it is to make our neighbor suffer. But it shouldn't be so. Life should be such that we develop more of the human in us than the aggressive tendencies. So I think it's the aggressive tendency, the ego, that is actually standing between us and that creative society we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. And also, how do you think, what can we do, to share this information about creative society? Because when people will, like, the more people will know about this idea, yeah, then faster this creative society will be a reality of nowadays. How do you think, what should we do?
What you guys are doing, what you are doing is one of it. Giving people opportunity to air their view on this. I'm sure that by the time more and more people get to know this, more and more people may take interest in. There are so many people that will want to take interest in it, but just that information is not there or not there. Then it's not also something that, like in Nigeria here, most times when we want to organize this type of thing, it becomes elitist. No, it's something that we should reach out to people, organize concerts, organize debates, organize, let people have opportunity of coming into knowing about this type of thing and then express their wishes. So I think these are ways we could get the knowledge to people, because it's when you have this knowledge, like when you have had the knowledge that, oh, this is what ought to be done, before you even know what to do. Without the knowledge, you just be living in normal as usual kind of life.
So, what do you think? It sounds like you know what to do. Is this something that you would be interested in doing and participating and talking to people more about Creative Society?
Yes, and it's something I have really loved to do. It's something I've really loved to do. For a very long time, I've been looking for such opportunity. Here we have NGOs, that's non-governmental organizations. We engage in community development. But knowledge about what life is, knowledge about the fact that the world depends on the individual choices we make. And the fact that if we make choice, we make a collective choice to better the world, it will be better. So yes, I would want to participate. I will really want to participate. Yeah.
Wonderful. So I have to ask one last question. I know your answer pretty much, but it has to be voiced. Do you support the idea of a creative society?
Wow, ask me 1,000%. Is there anything like that? 1,000% in and I is 1,000% I support it. Honestly, this is my life. I want to be part of it. Anything I can do to help, uh, writing, organizing any program, assisting in translation, whatever. I'm really, really interested and I'm out to help. Yeah.
Wonderful, Kanu. Thank you so much. Such a
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you.